Hey guys, welcome back. Lovely to see you here. Today we're going to talk about self-love and the fact that what you think about you is really all that matters. What you think about you is all that matters. You see, people, your haters, do not fail these tests in life. Whether it's that boss that's very jealous of you, or your besties who are jealous of your relationships, all your haters are counting on is that you're not confident in who you are and that you don't love yourself. And so they're trying to hate on you. And it doesn't matter what they say. If what you believe in yourself is greater than what they believe about you. Okay? As long as the kingdom inside of you is greater than the kingdom of darkness outside of them, the battle is won. The battle is finito. Done. Done. That is why your enemies cannot shake you unless they first make you hate yourself or doubt yourself or hold yourself in a little bit of less regard. That's the only time. It's the only time they win. So what I'm telling you here is it don't matter. It don't matter what they think about you as long as that's not what you hold dear. That's not what you want to believe. That's not the belief system that you subscribe to, because all your enemies, they want you to subscribe to self-hate program. They'll be so happy if you just hate yourself a little bit more each day, so that you don't have to win, so that you doubt yourself, so that you don't wake up and give 100%. They want you to lose that strength each day. And when you realize that that's the destructive kingdom of darkness in your life, and you purpose to win, the enemy will flee. He will not even understand how you keep waking up every day and they're sending all this negative energy, and you keep defeating them and their kingdom of darkness over your life. They will not understand how you wake up every day and you don't give up. When you love yourself, when the thoughts that you have and hold for yourself. Hi Brendan, I love. Today we're talking about loving yourself fearlessly. When the enemies of your destiny realize that they cannot defeat you, they'll flee. And the only reason that people are testing to see whether you love yourself every day. Okay, so we are at the top. I'm at the top. It's beautiful. It's the treetop trail. And you're at the very top of the world. Okay, that's the side. We're going to move my camera. Yup, it's very cool. Very beautiful. It's beautiful. This is called the treetop trail, the hilltop trail. It's in Dana Point in California. So I'm at the very top. You can see people's homes, and that's the Pacific Ocean. Can you believe how much nobody is here? I'm the only one. I love nature. That's why I get out of the house. When you get out of the house, you see beautiful things like this. So that's Laguna. Over here, this tree, this hilltop here, that's Laguna Beach. And then over here, that's where I live. Over there, this place, that's Newport Beach. Let me give you another view so that you can see. That's the ocean. Yeah. So people who hate you, they count on the fact that you will doubt yourself, or you will love yourself a little less, or you lose confidence in yourself. So don't give them that. Don't give them that. Don't satisfy anybody. When who is greater in you, when your mindset and your belief system and your self-love is greater than the hate outside, you know you have won. Every battle that the enemy will ever bring in your life is already won. Whether it's about your health, about your work, about your relationships, about your money, if whoever is in you, your mindset, your emotional health is greater than the hate that they are putting outside, you've already won. But if you doubt yourself, if you don't love yourself enough, any of those things, you're done. You're done for. You're done for. This is what you should be afraid of the most. Whether you have a winning mindset that loves you and you understand what it is to love yourself. I tell you, if you get that, you're good. You're good. We don't even ever need to do coaching for you. You don't need mindset training. You're good to go for life. So this is a very beautiful place here in Laguna, in Dana Point. And you can see everything about here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and I love nature. That's why I come on these kinds of trails to, you know, to see the world for myself. Today I got out of the house. I'm creating my online class, like you guys know. I've been telling you throughout. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you'll learn more about it. And I decided to come here and shoot the last class here because I love this place and it's dear to my heart. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. When I just want to feel like so close to nature, I come here. It's beautiful. Dana Point is beautiful. If you ever visit California, come to the Hilltop Trail. You will see the wonders of it. It's beautiful, and it goes all the way to that end. It extends all the way to those homes that you're seeing, these white homes over there. It's beautiful. Magical place. Magical place. So anyway, I wanted to drop in a positive message about self-love and always choose you. It doesn't matter what people think. What matters more is really what you think about you. And I hope that you love yourself enough to stay away from weird, terrible habits like drinking, smoking, because they affect your health. And let me tell you, when you're out there in the bed suffering because your health is going terribly wrong, nobody can share that pain with you. Even the buddies that you drink with and smoke with, they will not share that kind of pain with you. You will go through that pain by yourself. That's why loving yourself and walking away from things that you know are terribly bad for you is always going to serve you in the end. It's always going to serve you in the end. Everybody saw that the whole testimony about Cassie and Didi. You know, if she loved herself, she would never have been in that kind of a situation. But you know, sometimes we don't understand what self-love truly means, and we end up getting tricked by the enemy to do things that are against our conscience, against our best interest. She's very lucky she did not catch any weird diseases from this whole, you know, baby oil situation. I'll never look at baby oil after this situation again. in the same way. But it goes to show you that you can be beautiful, you can have a lot of things going on, but you don't love yourself, and you don't actually choose what is self-love because you don't know what it is. That's why it's important to know exactly what it means when we say self-love. Hi, Halima. Oh, nice to see you. We are talking about self-love, but girl, let me show you where I am at. I'm in this hot trail called the Hilltop Trail in Dana Point in California. Let me give you a view. Don't go. Let me move the camera. Let me show you, girl, where we are at. So that's the Pacific Ocean, and that's Dana Point. They put a lot of boats there, and then, you know, this is homes. Most of the people here, they live by the hillside. So I'm at a very high place because you only see the top of the houses. So I'm very high up here, and that's how I'm able to see the top of these people's homes. You know, it's a beautiful trail, very cute. I know, I'm lucky. I'm so lucky. I can't complain. So today we are talking about self-love, and we're saying that if your mindset and your emotional health is greater than the hate coming towards you, you're always going to win. You're always going to win. So it's not about what they say, but what you believe. It's not about, you know, what their attitude is, but how you feel. If what is inside of you becomes so much greater than the enemy outside, you've already won the battle when it comes to self-love, which is going to bless every aspect of your life when it comes to business, relationships, money, health, everything. That's what we were talking about today, about being able to love yourself more than whatever is happening outside. Because guess what? You and I will always have haters. And I'm going back now. Yeah, you will have haters, and the more you get successful, you will get people who are jealous of you. If you don't love yourself enough, these kind of jealousies and terrible things that people do to stab you in the back can make you doubt yourself and even hate yourself sometimes. But guess what? If whatever is inside of you is greater, you will overcome it. That's why you see somebody like Cassie. She is strong. She loves herself. And that's why at some point she woke up to the reality that Didi was doing her wrong. And even if she took part in it, she was able to distance herself and choose a better path. Because people can destroy you. People can destroy you. You think it's a joke for her to not commit suicide, to not go into drugs, to choose again to just have a family, get married, have kids, and have this quiet life. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of self-love, a lot of self-forgiveness for taking the wrong path. And you don't want to get yourself there. You don't want to waste your energy on all these mending of negative situations. Just love yourself enough to walk away from bad things before they even happen. You know, like to walk away from drugs before that you take that path in life. To walk away from, you know, like what Cassie did. You know, if she loved herself enough, she could have avoided it, but she didn't know, you know. But anyway, she came into herself and she started self-realization, and whatever grace, amazing grace that comes when you start looking at your life, she got that amazing grace. That is the love of God for me. When somebody goes through such a terrible part of their life for 10 years and they end up not hating themselves, they end up not kind of like killing themselves, you know, unaliving themselves. It's because there are things that you can go through in life that you might feel like it's better to delete yourself. But the grace that comes from self-love, self-forgiveness, and understanding is what makes you come back to life again. That's what heals you. It's good to love yourself first before all this mess happens in your life. It's good to walk away before these things happen. It's just good to protect protect yourself, your energy, your mental health, and the things that the reason why somebody like Didi was able to make her do all those things that she is not proud of is because he had to attack her self-worth and her self-esteem. He had to destroy her from the inside out first before he could do all those things. He had to make her feel like, she's nothing, she's not a beautiful girl. He had to get into her mind somehow, into her mindset somehow, so that he can make her sleep with all these escorts. He had to get into her somehow. And that's why I tell you, the biggest protection you can have over your mind, over your destiny, is to love yourself and to understand what it means to love yourself, because the devil will always have something to give you: money, glittery things, stuff that don't make sense in your life, like nice clothes or nice shoes, a nice car, when he's really destroying the most valuable core of you, which is your soul and your mindset, and your confidence, your self-love. He's going to take what is valuable and give you what is, stuff that you can buy. Okay, that's the trick. And when you understand that whatever that you think, your mindset, your self-love, your conscience, that's more important than money. That is way more important than your money, because your health lies there. Remember the Bible when it says, like, above all things, guard your heart, because from your heart, all the issues of life will flow. So that's why the Bible is saying, above all things, guard your heart. That's the most important thing. That's why the devil will always be after your mindset, after how much you love yourself. Let me show you before. I'm headed there on this trail. That's why the devil is after your mindset. And that's why the Bible tells you train your child in the way that they must go, so that even when they are older, they are not able to depart from it. You see, somebody like Cassie, I'm sure she was trained well by her parents. That's why even if she went astray, she did not really depart from it. She went back to the fold before she had children. She chose the right path. She was able to recognize this is not a good path just because her parents had trained her when she was a child. That when she's older, she's not able to depart from it. Like this video, so that other people can know that they can come here for good advice. There's a lot of evil going outside there. Young people don't have good role models, because the role models that we have these days, they only want us to worry about one thing: survival. They want you to worry about survival. And when you start worrying just about survival, you make so many bad decisions. You want to just make money at any cost because you just worry about survival. That's when people start making bad decisions. But if you remember, if you've been taught well, so we are going that way. If you've been taught well, there are things that the Bible tells you do not seek. The Bible doesn't tell you to seek money first, because that's not where you're going to get wealth. It tells you to seek other things first. Things like self-love, wisdom, understanding, to watch your environment and see where you can take advantages and start a business. The Bible never tells you to go work for somebody. Every victorious person in the Bible started their own thing. They started a business. They were not enslaved by a system. They had control over their resources and their finances. And when you're a pretty girl and you're in survival, you think, oh, I'll just go get a rich guy and he'll give me money. And that's when people end up getting used by all these rich men, because they are in survival mode. The Bible never tells you to be in survival mode, ever. It tells you to have a winning mindset, to create a beautiful life, to trust the voice of God when He tells you there's a path in this life you don't want to take. It leads to destruction. And that's what Cassie did. She took that path and it led to destruction, and good for her that she got out of it. But you know how she got out of it? She had to have enough faith to tell the truth, to tell the whole world the truth. As embarrassing as it is, she had to tell the truth, because the truth is what sets you free. The devil cannot stand the light of truth, because the devil always wants you to hide in darkness, in shame, in guilt. These are the weapons of the devil. That's why I tell you, you cannot allow yourself to go into the wrong path, because when you go in the wrong path, the devil will come after you with shame and guilt and make you feel terrible about what you have done. But God tells you, you know what, just own up to the truth. It will set you free. And then the devil has no power over your heart, over your mind, over your mindset. Whatever is in you must be greater than the enemy outside. Always. Otherwise, the enemy will destroy you. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And look outside our system. We have created a terrible system, and we continue to be oppressive with the system. And if you don't love yourself enough, look at my hair just going all the way to the sky. You will never be able to get out of it if you don't love yourself. You love yourself enough to start a business, because you know that the system, even employees are just made to work long hours, get little pay. If you love yourself, you start your own business. You know, stuff like that. That's why love conquers all. Love conquers all. Even self-love conquers all. You've got potential. Do not let the devil steal your time. Love yourself enough. Love yourself enough to walk away from environments that don't deserve you. Some people, you know, that job you're having, they are using you. They're using all your energy. They're not paying you enough. Start looking for ways to start a new business for yourself. Even if you're going to do it by your sides, liberate yourself from that slavery system. Liberate yourself. Or you're in a relationship that's not working out. You know this person will do you wrong till they die and use you and drain your energy. Leave. Pack your things. Make a plan and get out of there. Hi, Astro. Of course I remember you, kiddo. Of course I remember you, love. Start a business. A business is better than getting employed, because now you can build your own life happiness in a business. You can build your own life happiness. You don't have to work for other people. If I was young, if I was like in my 20s, I'd never get a job. I'd start whatever thing that I had to do, whether it's doing people's hair, doing makeup, you know, whatever business I'd have to do it, but I'd start making money for myself, because when you start becoming a businessman, you will always become better and better in business, and you're going to liberate yourself from this system, and then you can figure out what to do with your time, which is the best thing that you can ever do to yourself. Being in charge of your own time on this planet, because all we got is time here. All we got is time. We don't have much else than time. And you want to be in charge of your time, because your time is your life. You don't want other people in charge of your energy and your time. That's why it's also important when you're in your 20s and you don't have kids, don't duplicate yourself when you don't have shit together. Don't duplicate yourself, because that's how you get yourself deeper into this messy system where they just want to use you, because now you're desperate. Now you're in survival mode. Some people will have 6 kids by the time they are 20. How you going to duplicate yourself 6 times in this system and expect financial freedom? In this system that we are in. And the devil owns all the systems of this planet. What are you going to do when you duplicate yourself and you don't have financial security? Where? You're going to live in survival mode and stress mode forever. Don't do it. Don't fall for that shit. Don't fall for it. Astro Kid, you're agreeing with me. Let me show you this other side. I parked my car over there. So I'll probably go back. Don't duplicate yourself. If you want freedom, start a business and don't duplicate yourself until you know that you got your shit together. That's the best thing I can tell you. I was given the wrong advice growing up. I was told to go to school and get a good job. Wasted all my life going to school, trying to get a good job. There is no good job. Nobody will tell you the truth. But if they wanted to tell you the truth, they'll tell you there is no good job. There is no good job where people are in charge of your time and your money and your energy. Who wants that? It's like having somebody like there with a big stick. You either come here, work for me, I pay you. You know, after some point, you will realize that you don't want that. When you get older, you realize that you don't want that. But if you have like 10 kids, then you got no choice. Because you're already way into the system. Right? When you're in your 30s and you already have been used to the system and you did not train your mind to, then it also becomes very hard because you don't have the knowledge. You haven't developed the habits that lead to a free life. Don't do it. You want to be in charge of your energy, your time, and your money. Start a business then. Start a business. Whatever business, it don't matter. As long as it can make you enough money to, to give you a roof over your head and put food on the table, that will do for now. And then you can expand from there. As long as you start with a little freedom, that little freedom will become like a mustard seed that grows into much more freedom. Just start somewhere. Don't fall. We fell for that trick, that system, and nobody will tell you that it's a lie, that you will not love it, that it will actually lead to more stress, not freedom. And all you want, believe me, is freedom, right? All we all fucking want is freedom. What brought me to talk about this is self-love. When you love yourself, you choose yourself over everybody else. When you love yourself, you're going to make sure that you conserve your energy, that the decisions that you make in your life are benefiting to you. But this system is created for people who don't love themselves. Because if you don't love yourself, you're not going to invest time and energy in yourself. You're going to go to get an education so that your time and energy can benefit somebody else. That's the education that they are giving our kids. That's the education that they are giving us. We go to school, we take up all these school loans, we work, and we educate ourselves so that we can benefit other people and they can enslave us with a salary, with our time and money. Can you tell me something more horrible than that? That's your entire life. Your entire life. That's the wrong education. I'm here to call out those systems of the devil that wants to enslave us in the name of getting a job, salary. If you're in your 20s and you're young, don't fall for this system. It's actually meant to enslave you to corporations, to people with big businesses. That's why they're trying to destroy the average business person here in America. The small business person, they want to kill them with all these tariffs so that they will not be able to become independent small businesses, so that they can work for these big corporations who will determine who gets to win in the system and who gets to lose. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. The biggest act of rebellion you can do is start your own thriving business. YouTube can be a trap too. Are you asking me if YouTube is a trap too? If you're coming to YouTube to make money out of it, I wouldn't tell you, I can tell you to start a channel, because we all need to talk, we all need to express ourselves. Our freedom of speech, like Erica has told you, is under attack. So we need to use these platforms to educate one another. So I don't think it's a trap. I don't think it's a trap. I think we can use it for good. But I don't think that you can use this to make quick money. If you're going to use YouTube to make money, become a long-term thinker. Just know that you're going to take time to build people, the people who want to listen to you. It's going to take time. So give yourself like 5 years to start a successful YouTube channel that can actually pay you. Don't fall for the trip like, oh, I'm just going to quit my job right now and start a YouTube channel, and you start thinking that it's going to give you like financial freedom. Okay? I'm saying, but at the end of the day, in your mind, whether you have a job right now and you feel like you have to stay on a job right now, at the end of the day, I want you to have the mindset that you want to create a business, that you want to create, even if it's creating a brand, think long term. For me, my channel, I'm thinking long term. This is not a channel that I'm here to help people. And you know, you have to use social media at some point to help people to come to self-realization. I have to use this platform. So I use this platform to help people, engage with people, educate people, because what are you going to do? You have to use a form of media, whether you're going to use TikTok, whether you're going to use Instagram, or whether you're going to do email marketing. You still have to connect with people. Now, I choose to connect with people through YouTube because I'm a YouTuber. I love YouTube. I watch people's things on YouTube more than I watch TikTok. That's what I do. I want to bring my impact here on YouTube. It's easy for me to use. So again, my YouTube is not monetized. And I've been YouTubing, since 2000 and September of 2022. Okay, there are people who swear that they get monetized within 6 months. That hasn't been my experience, and probably I'm not one of the best people to YouTube, or it could be that I'm not very skillful. But at the end of the day, I'm going to make my impact. And I am a long-term thinker, so I'm not here for the first 6 months and then I'm out. There's a reason I'm here. Yeah, I use this platform to get my word out for the people who want and care to listen. At least they have that. So you see, I am a long-term thinker. I'm not here to survive for today. And that's what I want to tell people. If you want to change your life, you cannot be in survival mode. You have to think 10 years from now, where will you be 10 years from now? So it doesn't matter today if I only have 6 people subscribing to my channel. It don't matter to me. That's not what's important. The impact that I am going to make on this channel for the next 10 years, that's what really matters. That's where it really hits home. You get? So, and that's the reason I'm here to tell you, stop looking that right now you're in your 20s, that you don't have money. You don't know the impact that your small business can have in 10 years. You get? You have, it's going to be a huge impact when you have your business for 10 years, whatever you're doing right now, but let's say you have a job, which is the worst thing that you can have, and you decide not to start your business. If they wake up 10 years and they decide that you're done, they're done with you, they can have a younger person who is quicker, who can do things better than you. If they decide that that's what they're going to do, then you will still have to start from scratch, from square zero, going back after wasting 10 years on somebody else's business and helping them grow, and then they can chase you out of it. You have to start over again from square zero. So I'm saying, your time and your energy, why don't you use that to prioritize number one, you, to help you to save yourself some time and energy and start growing. I teach a lot of things, even investing. I can give you advice on how to invest. I tell people, buy the if you're in America, buy the Red Book of Common Sense Investing by John Bogle and Bogleheads. Start learning your investing journey from there. All these things that you need to do, nobody can do it for you. Planning your life and your future and loving yourself and choosing your life over your employer's business, that's all on you. Nobody's going to come and make those decisions for you. You're going to learn it the hard way if you don't make decisions that you choose you first. Because they wake up one day and they decide somebody else is better for the job than you, they will not hesitate. They will not hesitate to get you out of it, out of there. And then, you know what, you're going to start going to look for somebody else to work for. And what about your time? Your energy, not waking up and deciding. If you have your own business and it's overwhelming and you decide, oh, I want to go ride a bike on a Wednesday afternoon, you can do that. If you're employed by somebody, you can't go ride a bike on a Wednesday afternoon. You can't. You can't do that. That's what we are talking about, loving yourself and choosing the lifestyle that works for you. Yeah. That's all I was saying. That's how we got to this topic of self-love and going into your own business. We all, yeah. So my battery is running low, so I'm going to end this live stream. It was great having you guys. Thanks for liking my channel. Subscribe if you haven't. I am excited about, everything that we are doing on this channel and educating people, helping people understand their environment. Let me tell you, if you don't understand your environment, it's going to be very, very hard to make it. I see a lot of young people, they are like, I am apolitical. You don't care about politics, you don't care where your country is headed, and you think that you're somehow going to make better decisions for yourself without understanding your environment. You can live in darkness and expect to make decisions that are going to benefit you. You have to learn your environment. You have to know what's going on so that you can make smart decisions for yourself. Do not become apolitical. We live in a political system. We live in an economic system. You need to understand those systems so that you can help make better decisions for yourself and your family. Knowledge is power. You think all these people with money, they don't understand the environment? That's how they understood the environment and made the decisions that they made. If you understand your environment, you're able to take advantage of whatever good thing is going to happen in the environment. So anyway, my battery is running low and I just don't want to just end this live stream when the battery goes down. So I love you. Let's talk next time. Take care.